Right, hi guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Back to Fiesta, ST180.
Yep.
Quite an exciting one this because new customer, we always like new customers, Timmy, don't we?
Yeah.
And me and the wife went and picked this one up weekend just gone, up around the Somerset area.
Is that right?
It is, yeah. So this car runs RT330, which is what we like to hear. Really, really good. All right. Now, as you can see on the rear there, it says Revo 123. Yeah.
That's it.
That's actually the old S242, which is stage 3. This one is stage 4. All right.
Yeah.
Stage 4. All right. For viewers, if you want information, yeah. It's got some mount tune bits and pieces on it. All right. Exhaust, as you can see that in there. All right. We never carried out the RT330 upgrade on this. That was done by another Revo dealer up country. All right. So what's it in for? Right. So it's in for one of our exclusive Simpson race manifolds. All right. And we're in discussions about our intake system as well. It already runs the Revo intake system, which is absolutely fine. That's what we ran on the little beast initially with the manifold. All right. And then things evolved from there, and then we created our own intake for it. All right. So 1 second. Yeah, it's actually the gentleman for this for the Fiesta. So we'll come straight back to you, viewers. Right. Sorry about that, viewers, but like I said, customers come first. That was the gentleman who owns this one. So hey, look, I couldn't ignore it, Timmy, could I?
No.
You know, I had to abandon the video temporarily. Now we're back, right? So let's just make sure we're going to put that to silent, yeah? Mm-hmm. So we don't get interrupted again, yeah? He might interrupt us, yeah? Wanting some help in a minute, look, you're there busy taking pictures, yeah? Right, so as we were saying, so we've now put that right, haven't we?
Yeah.
Revo stage 4, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, interestingly, so he's actually just confirmed that we are going to be doing the our own intake on this as well. Crossover point around the front. All right. Simpson manifold, dual heat management on it. All right. It's already got the. You can have a look there. That's all you've got. So, rear's the standard on the front of this. It looks pretty. It's pretty. Looks pretty standard, this car, which is good. He wants to keep that look to it. It's got the Revo big brake kit on the front, which is the 332mm disc on it. All right, they're floating discs on that, as you can see, the way the bell's attached to the disc.
Yeah.
4-pot mono cast caliper. Could run DS2500 pads. It could be DS. All right. Not really sure. We gotta go through it all. We want to service the brakes in a way, strip them down in. Because they've been on for I think about 9 months, but again we just want to do all our checks on it and just make sure it's all good. So under the bonnet side of it, all right, as you can see, it runs the full Revo intake down onto the cone filter, all right, but we'll be changing that obviously. Engine cover will be you can't reuse that when we run our, it'll be 90-degree carbon elbow down onto the turbo, which is, we've designed it for RT330 anyway. All right, run around in there with the coupler, run around to here, and then we'll adapt it to go onto the cone filter. All right. Yeah, plenty of heat management to do with regards to the underscuttle. All right, as you know, Timmy, that all needs to be chopped out. All right. Similar sort of thing on Tim Delbridge's and Malcolm's, to be honest, with the heat management. All right, there's lots of other things you can do. Architect coat it as well. We're experimenting at the moment with a company that's made a specific bespoke thermal jacket for our manifold as well. All right, so proper high-tech stuff, which we'll probably test that on the little beast. All right, so but like I said, we ran ours. God, blimey, when it had similar sort of setup on that. When it was S242 with the Simpson manifold on it, we were out Castle Coombe on the circuit. It was really hot, about 30 degrees of heat, you know, ambient temperature outside. We didn't have any issues at all. and we didn't even have a heat shield, I don't think, Timmy, did it? It was just on some gold wrap or whatever, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we're going to retain the aircon on this as well, so we're not going to be messing around with any of that. All right, but just going to go through the car, because obviously another garage just looked after this, but just been speaking to the owner now, and yes, he had the brakes. Wasn't sure whether he had the big brake kit fitted, but he did. So he's, you know, Reval, you know, well, he is a Reval dealer. He is a Reval customer, sorry. So hence why the RT330, which he's had fitted, brakes and all that sort of stuff. So that's what we like to see. And then obviously he's been following us, what we're up to and all that sort of stuff. And now he's a customer of ours, which is great. All right. So yeah, we'll crack on, and then we'll bring you up to date of what we're up to once we get stuck into it. Is that right?
That's it. Yep.
See you soon. Right, so let's move to the underside of the ST180. We talked about our plans for the top half with regards to intake, the Simpson manifold, etc. So we mentioned that we were going to be checking out all the brakes, because what the customer's been complaining of is a slight bind and a light judder, which yeah, I've road tested it, and yeah, it is there. All right, so we just need to investigate that further. You can see that the Alcon Regal discs are on the floor. All right, so could be a problem with them. They might be a slight bit of Star Trek going on there. Yeah, bit of warping. Yeah. You like that, didn't you?
That was good.
But yeah, as you can see, so calibrate. We've took the pads out. The pads, yeah, they're a little bit above half worn. There's sorry, a bit above half worn. They're a little bit. It looks as though they've got a little bit hot. All right, but the pistons have gone back nice and free. I mean, these are quality calipers anyway. We ran them on our little beast before, and a few other customers do. We sell them as well alongside our other ones, of course we do. So yeah, I highly rate them. No problem at all with that. Interruption there, look, it's just walked past. Look, yeah. He thinks that he can like do it without being seen, but that's impossible, isn't it, to me? Careful.
I'm not right. That's why.
So yeah, so we've got a bit more further investigation on the brakes. As you can see, that it's already got the wheel spacers, HR wheel spacers to on front. You have to have them for the standard stock wheel to clear the caliper, or else it won't. You know, whereas like, if you change the wheel, you can get such a wheel with an offset where you don't need to put a spacer on, just built. The meat's already on the back of the wheel, so to speak. All right. So this one, as you can see, runs RT330, which is stage 4. Apparently another way. All right. There's some mount tune stuff on this. Mount tune. So pretty much from the turbo. So mount tune Sport Cat. All right. Well, it's not made by Mount Tune, is it? It's, but it's got a Mount Tune badge on it, so we'll call it a Mount Tune one, shall we?
Yeah.
It's fine. Right, so and then Mount Tune system, which is like non-res cat back, bit of the no-tip one really, and rear silencer with the conventional twin setup. All right. Rear brakes are pretty stock at the moment. If you're not upgrading the rear brakes to anything bigger, like our big brake kit, all right, then what we've done in the past is I'd be changing the rear discs. If the rear discs are not serviceable, change them, put some Brembo discs on, but get them grooved up to whatever pattern you want, which is, we've done that many times before. Run some DS2500 race pads in the back, which you can get in on the stock setup, again, which we've done. Braided lines, done. You're just beefing up the back the best you can with the stock setup, all right? You're not going to get any more out of it than that. As Timmy pointed out, we can see that you got a bit of crumbling there on the rear upper isolator, which is quite normal, to be honest, for these. They do suffer from that. All right. Now, as regards to the rest of it, yeah. So we're just doing we've not seen the car before. It's a new customer. He wants us to give it a check over, and then we'll give him options on what he can do. To be honest, you know, how far he wants to go with regards to complementing the RT330. So there's lots of things that we recommend. You know, he's already got the motor mount. That side of it's fine. All right, we don't need to mess around with any of that. All right. You know, if you're doing it all from scratch, then we can talk. But that side of it's already been done. We're not sure about the transmission side of it. I think it still runs the open diff. on it. Okay, standard clutch with the dual mass, which we said is absolutely fine. We ran that in ours for, for quite a while. Yes, we don't run that anymore. We run the TGV, but it's all things that we can discuss with the customer. To everybody wants to do different things to me, don't they? They want to. Whatever they're doing. I know that he's been on circuit with this. I would say that he's going to be doing that again. Once you do it once, you want to do it quite a few times, so it gets a bit. It's quite exciting, and it gets you get the buzz for it then, don't you? All right. So so that's all it was. Just to talk a quick little about the underside of it, and then we'll get back on it and carry on when we start doing. But as you can see, I think Alan's put it away now, but you can see up there, look to me, the manifold is now off there, right? So the standard cast manifold. We'll let it down and then we'll check it from the top. But yeah, the cast manifold's off now, because that's one of the main reasons. The main reason that it's here really is for one of our Simpson race manifolds. All right, so let's let it down and show you from the top there. As we were saying, couldn't really see it from the underside, but yes, so the cast stock manifold is off now. RT330 turbo sits in place. You don't need to be disturbing any of that. You can do it without disconnecting too much. Is that right, Timmy?
That's it.
So we need to, obviously your boost pipe come up there, up from the turbo, we need to readjust that to suit our crossover pipe, because as you know, it comes up carbon elbow and it runs around. All right, we lose one of these pegs on the platinum, and yes, so we've yet to discuss which system we do with our catch can. Always great to have the baffled oil catch can on it. So yeah, probably want one of them systems on it with our revised rocker cover with the breather and all the race fittings and whatever. A bit like old Tim Dowdge's, because this is retaining the aircon, so it's a bit different, all right? So the way that it's as much as you can have aircon delete, you can have the full works, but with the aircon it's a little bit tricky to configure the one going up onto there, right? So you've got to compromise a bit, which Malcolm and Tim Dowdge has got on theirs. But so that's it. So we'll move on to the next bit. Right, guys and girls, back on to Carlos, which is our new customer. They say when I picked the car, C-A-R, not C-A-L-L, from Dorset. All right. Just in the phase now of, as you can see, so the manifold's all off it. Rocker cover's all off it. Reason why the rocker cover's off it, engine cover, whatever you want to call it, is because we need to modify the top of that to suit our intake breather system. All right. So what we'll do is we'll go into the presentation room, Timmy. Yeah.
Yep.
And then we'll have all the bits slide out on the bench like we normally do, and then we'll explain what's what and what we're up to, and you'll see all the gold wrapped scuttles, the upper and under scuttle, which took me hours and hours and hours to do, so I had four of them to do. This one, Tim Dowdge's, yeah. So thanks to that, guys. It's a great job to do that, But hey, comes in territory. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's alright for you to smirk and laugh about it, but I'm the one doing it, not you, yeah.
Up in the warm, yeah.
Up in the warm, I was, yeah. That's the only positive side of it. I made sure that I'd done it in the reception, yeah. Whereas last time I think we done it, we were messing around down here doing it.
Yeah.
But negative side of it is I've got to now start gold wrapping all this and all the heat management, and now I'm down in the freezer, yeah.
That's it.
All right. So hey, swings and roundabouts. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Let's crack on. Right, so welcome back to Carlos ST180 RT330 equipped, as you know, to me. All right, so just keep you up to date with what's going on with this one. So we've only just popped the headlights back in just because we've been, obviously it needs to be pushed outside and just make sure it's secure, right, so that if we do get a bit of rain, which we always do, things are not going to get too wet. All right, so what we do is we pop the scuttle back on again just to make it water tight vessel. So anyway, so yes, progress has been made on this. We're they say all the sumps all off it. It's baffle sumps arrived from Per Alloy, so we've got that to do. Manifold, yeah, we've got lots and lots to do. So at the moment, all I've been doing is just, whilst I was in the mood, doing the gold wrapping there, Timmy, on your scuttle, your two scuttles,
Yes,
and
yeah.
this one takes a bit of time, so I'm doing a bit on yours today. I'm doing a bit on this, as you can see. So I've just started.
Yeah, you can see
just
that.
getting the underside done of the heat management, the underside of the body, so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously that'll all be tidied up along there, so that'll go all the way along there, and then we'll basically what we've just done on yours. So this will all be protected. Same reason being, if he you can't never do too much heat management. If he wants to go on circuit, which he's done already,
yeah,
he can then remove that like you would, and then yeah, no worries, is it? So lots and lots of more heat management to be done.
Yeah.
As you can see, that the pegs are they've all been chopped off, ready for our crossover pipe. All right, but so what we're going to do now is we're going to wander into the other room, and we'll show you everything pretty much presented. Well, we've got one stop to do first, the engine covers, and then we'll go in there and show you the what we've got. That's going to be going on Carlos, right?
Nice, very nice.
So, yeah, let's do it. So, as you can see, what we have here on the trusty case table,
multifunctional table.
it's nice and cheap, so I feel it. We can't
It is.
get a trolley bench in here. So, hey, no problem. Right, so what we have here is, they're both the same. So these are aluminium ones that are done by Julian.
Julian, Proform.
Yeah.
Or Proform.
Well,
Or
we've already asked him that.
or is it
Pro4?
Yeah, he likes that one, doesn't he? Yeah, he likes that.
Right. Enough of the messing around.
Okay, sorry.
So they come unfinished, all right, in the normal aluminium finish, which is like Malcolm has. We've test fitted on his. His is the unfinished. Well, it's natural finish. Well, that's still got the red through it, which you will have seen. But yeah, that's just. This was the original, the prototype one, right? But that will be coming off again, and then you can decide whether he wants to go this route or keep it the same as it is, or all right.
Yeah, I mean,
anyway,
it's the first time I've seen it as it is now today, and it does look really nice.
It does. Now you can leave these laser cut out bits open if you want to.
Yeah.
All right, but I think for a cosmetic side of it, it looks pretty cool when you played it in behind and then brings out. You can have whatever colour you like.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I say you can have whatever colour you like. That's not actually that's untrue. All right. You can have whatever colour you like as long as it's done in the VHT high heat paint.
Right.
So basically, this is sprayed in. We use the Hammerite high heat.
Yeah.
All right. Which is the matte finish, and when you
nice,
put all your grubby fingers on it, that's what happens.
Yeah.
All right. So yes. So you've got to be a bit careful with the matte paint. All right. Gloss, as you know, you just wipes off. Lovely.
Yeah.
But we thought we'd go that route because I think it looks pretty cool. So
I think it does. Yes.
With that, you cannot get. I mean, it's normally high heat paint is matte finish only. They don't really do it in gloss. All right. So hence why you see both of it is in the matte colour, the red and the black. All right. Black charcoal colour, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. I mean, it certainly makes the logos pop out nicely, doesn't it?
These are exclusive engine covers that we had designed for us. So don't forget, when that's bolted to the back of the head, all right, it just obviously the heat transfers from the engine, it comes up through here. So having it like that, so I'll be gold wrapping the underside of that, all right, with with the same as what we're using down on the cars.
Yeah.
All right, and just give that extra little bit of protection. That's all. All right, so that's the next phase in that. One will be going on yours. One will be going on Carlos, and then should look pretty cool.
Yeah. And we just briefly, we just see behind you from the other video, so that's now completed as well. You got
it is. We've got some. That's from yours.
Yeah.
Carlos are all completed. They're in the other room, which we'll go and check out now. Right, so if you're wondering what's behind me here, look, because we're now into the presentation room. A couple of engines there, all right. We will reveal more when the time's right, yeah?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, very exciting that, but as Martin said,
yeah,
we will reveal more at a later time.
So right, so on the laid it on the bench here, courtesy of Army Allen. Yeah.
Yes.
So as you can quite clearly, so this is to do with Carlo's build upgrades.
It is, yes.
So first and foremost, our Simpson exclusive Simpson race manifold.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I mean it looks great, guys.
Right.
Is missing one tiny thing though, Martin, isn't it?
It
As you
is.
said.
It's got to go down to Julian down at Pro Form to have our MJP tag for it on it.
Yeah, and then that will obviously match up with the Simpson one you got on the other side.
Yes.
Very
It
nice.
will indeed. I mean, we can actually go over here. We might as well take a good look at it, you know, because you can close up of.
Yeah, well, you can see it on camera, guys. I
Yeah.
mean, we've seen it on previous videos, but the welding looks stunning.
So if we spin it around, look, right. Right, so it's easier for me to explain. Might as well. Well, I've got it here, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, so the difference being, all right, all your primaries are within tolerance of equal length, all right, these here, all right, and then they go into a separate collector, all right, so double slip jointed, all right, hence why you've got the tension springs there, all right. So when you fire it up, you always get a little bit of blow until it warms up and expands the springs, so then it'll expand the springs and then it will seal. All right, it's designed to do that. So this is like a full touring car spec one, hence why it's that. And the separate collector, all right, the beauty of that is that that can be, if you wanted to change the flange type, we've done that so it's compatible with standard turbo, hybrid turbo, RT330. Not ones. The only ones that are different from that is the ones like a GTX 28, which will come with its own V-band flange, different than that. I mean, but that, you know, very, very small market for that. So hence why, you know, it's been created. Well, it's a creation of Matt and his team, innit? So, you know, far from me to question Matt. He knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah, I mean.
All right. So, it's a work of art. I was just
Well, I was
saying,
going to say, I mean, I never
could,
get tired of seeing them. They look awesome.
it's the sort of thing you put on your mantelpiece, isn't it? Really?
As Mr. Sanders would say, yes. I mean, it looks great, and
Yeah.
you know, we've been up to Simpsons and seen his team working on these, and attention
I mean,
to
it's
detail,
not
all handmade, second to
Of course,
none.
it's not we've not done it. You know, it's a selective niche market. It's not. They're not going to fly out the door. You know, it's like Carlo. He's seen it. He's been following us. Yes, I want that manifold. Great, no problem at all. Had a chat. Go from there.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, obviously, complement that. We always change the so genuine OE gasket, exhaust manifold to head. All right. You got your other one there, which is the one that sits on the underside.
Oh yes.
All right.
Yeah, you can see how it goes.
That gets changed as well. And then, so that's that side of it. That's the exhaust side of it. Moving on to our intake. All right. So this is our intake system basically. So we got the 90-degree carbon elbow.
Yeah.
All right. And then you got, obviously that comes up from the RT330 boost pipe from the turbo. You got your coupler. In this case, he wants it in red, which is fine. All right. This bit of pipe here is to do with a breather from there to the rocker cover.
Yeah.
All right. Now the rocker cover, engine cover, whatever you want to call it, that's not here because that's been Alan's cleaning that at the moment. So we need to modify the top of that. All right. So your existing breather that comes up, the 90-degree on the top, standard one, that gets modified to our own fitting. All right. So then it gets retapped. That will be going into the top of that, and then basically what happens is, and then that will screw into that. All right. So if you can imagine that on the top, you've seen it on the pictures of yours, yeah.
Yeah.
So that comes out the top of that, and then the other end of it is we've got our black nylon braided hose.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 90-degree coming at the top. The 45-degree comes out of the catch can. All right, because we're having an oil catch can. All right, with aircon, because he was retaining the aircon, you can't have two of these fittings. All right. All right. So if you can imagine, screws in there like that. All right. So on the aircon delete, you can have two of these because you can position it in such a way where it won't foul anything. All right, and you get the angles right. Whereas like yours and Malcolm's and Carlo's, you can't. So you've got to use one of these, which then basically that'll be screwing into that.
Yeah.
That comes on there, right under like that. You
when it's all broken down like this, you know, you wonder where does that go. If you see the videos of it, or you know, we've done with yours, it's on there.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see exactly what I mean. All right, obviously a securing bracket was offside, yeah. Back of the crash bar on your instance, you've got the full Pro Alloy
Yeah.
top kit, so a little bit different, but anyway, so it's just right bob on. And this is the baffled sump.
Yeah.
All right, so basically, you don't have to have that, but discussions with the customer. If you want our full intake, you have to have a breather system with a catch can. I mean, that's the way we've developed it, and it's better to run that anyway. You know, it's just
Of course it is. Yeah.
better off having it, catching it and dumping it into a can rather than having it recirculating around everywhere. All right, so the additional would be the baffled sump. Like I say, you don't have to have that. Basically, what that does is that area there. So you want to try and contain the oil, right, in the pickup area. All right, you don't want to be starving the engine of any oil and then stroke oil pressure. All right, so if you didn't have a baffled sump and you're driving it really hard on the road, or you're doing a lot of some track work, when you're braking with the G's and you're cornering and accelerating, the oil's going to want to be, it's not going to stay in one place, is it? It's going to want to do this.
Yes, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so that sort of like contains it the best it can into one selected area where the pickup is, because obviously that's where your pickup is, down there.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what it's all about. All right. So that's why we recommend using a baffled sump. All been trying to test it by Pro Alloy. Of course it works. All right. And that in conjunction with our intake breather system. I mean, us developing our own breather system like this is a bit like the ones we use on the ST225s, which was developed with Rob at SCC and Pro Alloy. Same sort of thing, really. It's just that we've developed this ourselves. And we've tested it thoroughly on the little beast, as you know.
Yes.
All right, no issues. All right, and so we can sort of like say, with confidence, spot on. All right. Obviously, you've got your 90 degree there, which is, you know, these are all purposely made for us by Julian at Proform. We developed this. All right. All right. You got your vacuum breather on the side there as well. So everything's just changed around a bit. You got your Pro clamps, which we use. You know, you can have black, red, or blue.
Yeah.
In this occasion, you never know what type of red. You know, they're sometimes they're bright, sometimes it does. You know, I can't predict that. It's just the way that they come, right? So all this comes from our good friends at Exact Engineering. They're dealers for Superflow, which is, you know, brilliant. I mean, they're an Australian company. It's pretty much one of the best you can get with all the race fittings. You know, these are all Superflow. All right, everything's for all the Pro. It's expensive, but you know, it is what it is, isn't it? So if you want that sort of thing. So the other thing that we haven't talked about is the obviously the little catch can. We use Missy Miltwell's baffled. All right, so
yeah, I was just going to say, Martin, just briefly, for people that don't use them or have seen them, for these, it's quite simple, isn't it? To drain it, you just take the headlight out and you just unscrew it.
Look, there's a drain on the bottom of it. What you could do if you wanted to, you could take it out, make an adapter, all right, and then run a hose down and with a tap on it, like it is on the Mark III Focus RS Missy Miltwell.
Yeah.
Brings it down from the out through the under tray, and then you can drain it like that. But to be honest, it's just as easy. All right, with our setup, it takes minutes to get the headlight out. Pop the driver's headlight out, minutes. Unscrew it. You know, don't mess around. We don't mess around on doing that.
No,
just unscrew the whole body.
Yeah.
And then you'll find that there will be fluid in there. Yeah, I mean, it's over a period of time, of course, because it's collecting it and dumping it in there. Whatever the customer wants, you know, they might not want that setup, but if you want this intake, that's what we recommend that we use. I mean, there are alternatives out there, but why would we bother doing that? We've tested this and it's absolutely fine. It does the job. So why would we want to start trying different catch cans? It's, you know.
No, I mean, you know,
right, so,
as a customer as well, I'm pleased with the setup.
Yeah,
so
well, you've got it.
No
Malcolm's
issues
got
at all.
it. Monty's got it. You know, Jordan's got it. We've all got it.
Yeah,
so no problem. Just got to remember to, you know, it's not going to flag up a trigger a warning.
No.
When that's you, so you got to check that. It's a bit like everything else. You should be checking your oil, tyre pressures. Check that as well.
Yeah.
You know, not every week, but you know, like maybe once a month, just check it. Depends on what you.
Depends
on what mileage you're doing with the car. The more you use it, the more you're going to want to check it. All right. Scuttle panels, under scuttle, upper scuttle. As you can see, we chop these grids out. They're quite flimsy. All right. What that does then is it gets, you know, more heat can get out of it, can it?
Yeah.
You have to wrap. It takes hours and hours and hours.
Well,
so you have to do it in small sections.
I was going to say, guys,
it's a bit like a patchwork quilt.
Yeah,
you cannot do it in big sections, because if you try and do it in big sections, you won't. It just won't bend. It won't look right. This takes the longest bit, doing all the grids.
Well, I was going to just say, Martin, I mean, just have a look at this on camera, guys. Every individual one is done, and fair play to Martin. I was here the other day when he was working on mine, and it takes a long time to do this. So
I mean, you don't see that because you don't see it because it's on the underside, isn't it? You don't see that, but it's, you know, you just do it. You want to do it properly, don't you?
Yeah,
I just double layer it.
Yeah.
And yours is the same, basically. All right.
Being back in, I suppose for you, it's like being back in GCSE. Well, if you're, oh man,
is that what it was with you? GCSE, yeah.
Being back in GCSE art class again.
It was, yeah. It's quite, it's quite relaxing to do it. You know, I know it's tedious and it's like, you know, boring, but it's quite nice actually. You got the radio on. You just, you know, I tend to do that after work and just you got no chance really of doing it during the day.
No.
But yeah, it's. I enjoy doing it. It's therapeutic.
It's come out very nicely. Yeah, very.
You like that? Do you like that word?
Therapeutic. Yes, of course it is. It's come out very nicely, guys. And as Martin said, you know, pity you won't see it so much when it's on the car, but it is there for a practical reason, heat management, and it does look good.
It's used in this stuff that we use. I mean, really. I mean, blimey, 6 months because it comes from America, and our suppliers couldn't get it. So. It's only just come back in now. It's like it's an updated version of what we were using before. So they're telling me that it's better. So, but expensive, but I think it works out. It's about £60 a metre. It's not it's not cheap, is it? But it's a must, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's only things that we learn about, and we like through testing and whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it does with the heat. It does. You know, tarnish a little bit with colour. Well, like you said, it's the same sort of stuff they use in aerospace and even on space shuttles and things like that. It's like it doesn't matter whether it's the sort of stuff that they were using on the McLaren F1.
Yes,
for people that remember that when it came out, and a lot of the cars that Matt Simpson has up there, it's all been. A lot of the cars up there have got this on, with their heat wrap, on the inside of the inner wings and whatever. When like on a say a Mark II Escort with a Vauxhall motor in it, the forward branch is quite close to the the bulkhead and the inner wing, so that's all you'll see that wrap.
Yeah.
All right, now it doesn't stay like this unless you're not using the car. It's designed, the heat will get to it and then it'll it'll repel it, and then it's going to just tarnish a bit. That's just
well, yeah, I mean that's going to happen, guys.
Of course it is, yeah. Things weather, don't they, and they wear, don't they? So it's but it just gives you an idea of what we're doing on Carlos.
Yeah.
It's I mean, Malcolm's has got to be, he'll be once he comes back in the new year for his street oil cooler kit.
He is, yes. He's getting a few bits. Yeah, not the track one.
No. So I've got that, really pain in the what challenge of with the street kit. It's a bit fiddly.
And also he's seen the braided lines on the meth, hasn't he?
As well, doesn't he? You started something now, and Monty, so it doesn't stop there. Yeah. And I've got to do the little piece, so it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
This is
so
isn't it?
Yeah, no rest of the wicked, Martin. No rest of the wicked.
Right, no.
But no, it's exciting. I mean, Carlos, I'm excited to see it finish because it's it's another car really sort of joining the kind of MJP family with these sort of upgrades.
And another customer. It's always great to have any customer
from
any area.
Yeah, of course it is.
You always get a bit of a buzz when it's from a bit further afield. This particular customers are in the Dorset area, which is great. I mean, we'll be delivering the car back to him once we've completed it. That gives us we can use that opportunity to give it a thorough road test.
Yeah.
So we'll do some miles on it, local miles on it first to get everything settled in, and then we'll we'll crack on and do some motorway miles on it on the way back to delivering it back to Carlo. So yeah, that should be good fun, shouldn't it? Right, back on the underside of Carlos. So you've previously seen the Pro Alloy baffled sump kit on the bench when we were doing the the presentation of all the rest of the bits and pieces. Alright, so now Al's fitted that,
I thought we'd just give a quick look. So all have been cleaned. The all the stuff's been cleaned. All right. That's your correct Ford bond and sealant. All right. Let that go off for 10 minutes, and then I'll be bonding that up. Which is actually nearly ready to go up now because he's been farting around on the with certain things, isn't he, Timmy?
Yep.
All right. So that's it, and then we get all the boost plate back up again and all that sort of stuff. Oil filter's already on, and then we'll start piecing it all back together. I've got quite a bit more heat management to do, but yeah. So onward. Ta-da! Hey, put your sunglasses on.
It's very, very shiny.
Yeah. It's blingy, innit?
You've done a very,
Innit?
very good
With
job.
your spinners, yeah? Chrome spinners? Is that what it needs now?
Yeah.
One tools.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
Hey. But anyway, yeah, enough of the messing around, guys. So I'm pretty much complete with the heat wrap, as you can see. You can't really miss it. So next phase is to we'll get the manifold on. I've had to reposition some of the pipes, the boost pipe down onto the turbo. I've had to reposition that because that was sat back at an angle, which is the way that you set them up for a normal Revo crossover pipe. All right, which comes with the kit. But the our intake crossover pipe, we need to set it up more vertical for it to run around and sit in the right place. All right, so that's it. Let's crack on in next phase. Let's get the manifold on it. Then you're going to be making the heat shield, which is your favourite. You don't like doing that, do you?
No.
All right, so I will do the easy part. Manifold, you can do the more tricky part. I've done my tricky part. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll let's crack on and get the engine cover. We'll show you that. Yeah. So let's do it. So we talked about the stage that we were at last time, viewers, and as you can see, Timmy. This is Timmy-tastic 1, by the way. Now it was Timmy-tastic 2 earlier on.
Yes,
All
just to let the viewers know which one it is.
Confusing you by switching cameramen, yeah.
Yes, well, as I said, we'll let the viewers know who's behind the camera. But as you can see, guys,
yeah. So the manifold's on now. All right. So Alan's fitted the manifold up. All we're doing now is in the next stage we'll make up the heat shield. That comes in 3-4 parts, and then we'll because we make them as we go. We don't because they're always slightly different in some respects. All right. They're not it's not just straight bolt on. So we make it to fit. So that'll be done. All the heat management's done, and then we'll start building up the crossover pipe and all the breather system and whatever. So that'll be next on the agenda, Tim. So
yeah, it's looking really nice in there, guys. As you can see, all the heat management.
Yeah. This, like I said, but this one's not been coated. So Carlo didn't want it coated. He's quite happy to run it with our heat shield and heat management. We've tested. Well, I've been doing some testing over the weekend with yours, haven't I?
Yes.
With the high heat painted engine cover and all the rest of the bits and pieces that goes with it, and brilliant. I've thoroughly tested it.
Is my manifold now purple?
There's a bit more heat been generated in it. Yeah.
Oh right, okay, lovely. Because it
right,
was looking fresh out the box.
Been used. That's the difference.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, it's all been getting a
used,
good workout. That's good. Yeah, well, these ones, I mean, as we've said on the previous video, they do look great, guys, and even better, they look great, presenting it on the table, but even better fitted into the engine bay.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of room there, but that's why you have to, heat prep everything.
Yeah.
Beforehand, with the management side of it, and then create the heat shield. That's all hidden. The heat shield does what it's supposed to do, and we just build it up from there. So yeah, it's great. I mean, so yours has been a bit of a good test over the weekend. Obviously, when that's Circuitec coated like Monty's is and like Malcolm's is, it makes another reduction of 30% on average heat. So it's even better. All right. So obviously, the other solution which we've been talking to the guys at Thermal Heat Management, they've created a proper bespoke blanket for our manifold. all right.
Yes.
Which
Yeah.
I know our friends up at SBD Motorsport have one of the customers there that have one of our manifolds, which obviously they sold through SBD Motorsport. Obviously, has to come from us. For pure competition stuff, they've had a blanket made, and for that very reason, and I think that's pretty crazy. That's like a 80% reduction, which is, you know, amazing, really. So we've yet to test fit that. We might do. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, isn't it?
Yeah, well, there's loads of things coming.
There is,
We'll
yeah.
be
Well, if you want to see
that.
the manifold,
Yeah.
then it's, you know, like that or Circuitec coated. I mean, I think it looks cool when it's Circuitec coated, especially in white. It looks really cool. You can have it in black or red or blue or whatever, isn't it? But white is the performance white.
It's the best performing colour, isn't it?
It's the best for heat management.
It reflects the heat a lot more efficiently.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Of course it does. So, but yeah, that's the blanket is the other option. But we, like I say, we haven't tried that yet. So maybe we'll do that in the future. I don't know. So,
yeah.
But you know, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It's a shame that you've got to, you know, it's got to get weathered, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, they do look even nicer when they've had a bit of weathering on them.
When they've had a heat cycle put through them, yeah, they look great, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And
he's going to be using this on circuit a few times, I think. So there's going to be a heat cycle put through. That's for sure.
Oh, I think so. Yes, definitely.
And we'll give it a bit of a initial testing on the road anyway. So
yeah, absolutely.
When we deliver it back to him, so yeah, we'll see that, because this will be a little bit different because we'll be using our full intake, but he wants to retain the Revo open cone filter, so we've had to adapt that, which, you know, some silicone hole specially made for that, for the size drop down.
Oh yes, he's having the front.
Well, yeah, because the Revo filter is like a 63mm, ID, so from a 76 down to a 63. All right, so we've had to get another hose made for that.
Oh, okay,
right?
yes, yeah.
Because the ones that we keep, the 90-degree ones, are 76 to 70. All right, for the going into the standard airbox, well, you know, the Mountaineer airbox. So open filters, they use all different sizes, and the Revo one's smaller, so he wants to retain that. So that's not a problem. We can. We haven't done that yet, so it'll be interesting to see what it, how it plays out and how it sounds and performs with the open filter. But that's what Carlo wants, so that's what we'll give him. No problem at all.
Yep, and another first. So yeah, we'll show you that as well, guys, once it's all been developed and fitted. And,
absolutely. Right, so just an update on the progress on Carlos, Timmy, innit?
It is, yes.
So we're on the next bit now. So I forget where we left it last time, but wherever it was, you would have seen it.
So we were showing the manifold. It was before the heat shielding was all done by Timmy.
So the Timmy Tastic one is created the heat shield. We create them, individually. There's not a set, cut out stencils where you think, oh yeah, that'll do all that, because aircon, non-aircon, it's different the way it, the way it sits and that, and each one's individual, isn't it? All right, so that's all done now. I'm just sort of like doing a dummy build on our beautifully wrapped crossover pipe.
Can I just ask a question? Who wrapped that one, Martin?
It certainly wasn't me, because that's too neat. So it was the wife.
Oh right,
that's her department. So if we go to try and wrap it, she don't have none of that, mate. She's
right, okay, yeah,
and of course it's really expensive stuff, this gold wrap, so it has to be
waste not, want not,
once only.
Yes,
that's
well,
done that today.
Well done, Laura. You've done a great job on that one.
Yeah, well, she certainly makes us aware of that on our work stuff app, doesn't she?
Yes, so we've got a creditor in the video as well.
Yeah. So we just so the carbon 90-degree elbow is on, coupler joiner. All right, we're just waiting for the 90-degree we talked about, which is produced. We've test fit in the engine cover, which is the same as yours, Timmy.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
All right, and then we'll create all the braided lines. We're just marking all them up. That'll all be fitted. Catch cans all fitted. Look. All right, so we'll mock all that up this evening. Tomorrow we'll fit it all, and then the next time you'll see this, it'll be all the lines will be on. Hopefully we'll receive the pipe, because it goes to an open filter. What else we got there? A few other little bits and pieces to do on it, but that will be. We've got we've done the service, so it's had upgraded spark plugs put in, which will be
The old tried and tested.
I mean it's the the cooler rating plug. Now these are used for the range of the EcoBoost 16, 2 litre, 2.3 makes no odds, right? So it's just that the gap might be a bit different, all right. On these, all right. So so the gap as required. I think it's like 0.66, I think.
0.66.
0.26 something like that.
Okay.
But as you can see, so a bit different. So we're having black. You get a choice on the fittings. Exact Engineering, who we work closely with regards to all the fittings and the braided lines and all that sort of stuff. They keep black, blue or red. That's it really. All right, you can have a mix of them, so. But normally it's the blue and the red. But on this one, thought we'd go a little bit different and use the black fittings.
Yeah, very nice.
Whereas you've got the red and blue because you've got a bit more going on there, haven't you? So, but yeah, so that's it really for this bit, and then we can crack on and show you the next phase of it soon. Right guys, so you now join us in the reception in front of the Revo authorised dealer banner. Alright, reason for that is because we have on the floor here to me. Alright, I'm not going to pick them up because I've just washed my hands. Alright, I don't need to start handling them. Yeah. So these discs, this is the discs from the Revo big brake setup, which is on Carlo's ST180. Alright. So as I said before in a previously, the very slight bit of uneven braking judder on the front. Been on about 9 months, so I think he's done a track day with them, etc. Pads were worn down, a little bit below half worn with DS Ferolos. So what we've been managed to do is, I mean, you can get them checked and re-skimmed on the car. Rob does that up at SCC Performance, our Revo Master Dealer authorised distributor for the full performance. But in this case, obviously he's miles away. All right, so we spoke to our good friends, partners up at High Spec, and no problem. So we just obviously took the bell away from the disc, the floating part. That's been sent to then the discs were sent to High Spec. All right, and then as you can see, you zoom in on it to me. That's a beautifully flat surface. All right, looks, doesn't it? With the pattern on it, but it's actually like a, as smooth as you like. Yeah. All right, like a mirror finish. All right, so and you're still retaining the C grooves, which is was what you get on the Revos, which is an Alcon setup. All right, and we're going to, so they'll be perfect now. So they would have been checked beforehand. They would have checked to see how far the tolerance, check the tolerance of them, and then now they've been skimmed dead true. All right, now High Spec can do anything. They actually manufacture all our brake kits, and that's what they do. All right, for all race series and everything. So for them skimming that, it's easy, no problem. All right, so and then we're going to go for DS2500 race pads. The reason for that is they put DS2500s on the first kits that they brought out. Our first kit that came with on our little beast, same as this, was that we tested, being obviously because we're a Revo dealer, was DS2500s. All right, they then switched to DS, which is a bit softer on the compound, a bit more road friendly for for your average customer stroke driver. All right, which could still handle like track days and that sort of stuff. But we just go with what we know. With the S2500 is superb. We've really tested these to the limit, and we've not had any issues with them, whether that be RS or Fiesta. So that's what we're going to run with. All right. So next stage, we'll get these all fitted up. Alan will get them fitted up this afternoon. We'll build them all up, and then on to the next bit.
So there's Martin in front, guys. He's driving Carlos. Good chance to test out the manifold, the intake. That's all been done. Obviously a little bit different to ours. So Carlo's running a different pipe engineered by Julian, different size bend, and most importantly obviously testing the brakes, testing the manifold to make sure that it's all running as it should be. Yeah, so I'm still getting used to this clutch, guys. It actually feels really nice. It feels almost OE. It's just at low revs, first and second gear, you just got to be a little bit careful of it. Yeah, so I'm still getting used to the clutch, guys. It does feel almost OE in terms of the engagement. It feels really nice. No issues, haven't had any issues with changing gear. The only thing you will find obviously with the paddle plate, because it is a much more aggressive sort of element that's used, and it does grab on when you engage it. Sort of low revs, first and second gear, you've got to give it about 2,500 revs just to set away, or you will stall the car, which I did find out first time I used it. Yeah, no issues at all with it though. I mean, it's feeling great on the roads. Gear changes are nice and responsive, and it is obviously helping with the power, because you know, you're getting rid of the dual mass flywheel and having the single billet put in there, you retain a lot of the power, more power from the engine, which is lost through the drivetrain before it gets to the wheels. So it does help with that as well. Definitely helps with that. I must say, guys, just off topic slightly, I mean, what stunning area of the world that Carlo lives in. You know, I think we're near the Blackdown Hills, and this area is just stunning. Loads of nice little twisty roads, as you can see. Great place to test out, particularly on this car. Like the diff has been fitted. I must say, putting the power down, it does make a difference in the handling. You can definitely feel it's much better than an open diff. Yeah, today's like the first decent day of weather we've had in a long time in the UK. It's been really cold, raining almost non-stop for about a week or so, and not the best conditions for driving. But today, as you can see, the road's still quite greasy, but you know, nice and dry, thankfully. Nice and cold as well, so that's going to help the turbo and the nice cold air going in. So yeah, you know, perfect conditions to take a car on a test run and really get a feel for it. So static traffic, this is where you got to learn how to use this clutch. Didn't stall it, so you know, I'm happy with that. I've been speaking to Alex at Peak Performance Review, so he's had this fitted to his car for a little while now, and he's actually a little tip for you. He's got a video, probably be out after this is out, but he's got a video coming out with a review on the clutch.
Keep right to Rain Hill.
Yeah, he's got a video coming out on the review of the clutch, so it'll be interesting to see what he's made of it. I think it's been positive. You know, he's told me he's really enjoying it. Obviously a much more seasoned driver than myself. You know, he's really amazing at what he does, you know, track days and things like that as well. So yeah, check him out as well. But for me, this clutch feels fine. A little bit, you know, you feel a little bit embarrassed at first while it's bedding in, because it's making the sort of noises while the clutch material just beds in. But no, driving wise, absolutely perfect. Great addition to the car, and obviously it can hold the power and torque which these cars produce with the Revo. I mean, like the AP clutch is absolutely amazing, but you know, when you start adding torque to these cars, they can take a lot of power, but it's the torque it doesn't like it with the dual mass. And you know, if you want to go big power and you're serious about it and you want something which can cope with it, yeah, TTV all the way, guys. obviously it would have been, the torque would have been throwing you all over the road. You've been having to sort of hold on for dear life. But no, the diff, amazing, absolutely amazing addition to the car.
Right, so we're now at the destination, guys. Timmy said earlier on that we were taking a trip up to drop a customer's car back.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Carlo's car,
Yep.
which is over here. All right. So this is. We thought we'd leave both the bonnets open, but you got yours earlier, Timmy, and just quickly explain some differences while the two cars is together. You know, we're in a beautiful setting here. Look, fortunately, the weather is being conscious at the moment, so it's nice and dry.
It is, yes.
Nice,
yeah.
beautiful, isn't it? Eh? How relaxing, eh?
Absolutely
You wouldn't want to
palatial.
live anywhere else, would you? Really?
Well, I said, you know, well, you don't know yet, Martin, but I've been talking during the video, and I've been just amazed at the wonderful architecture around there. It's like a little slice of England, isn't it?
It is
For
fantastic.
our viewers that aren't based here.
That's right. So, as you can see, so under the bonnet of Carlo's now, so this is pretty much complete. All right, we've done our post checks on it. The road test up here was good, no problems, plenty of power. I mean, you know, we kept it sensible, but when Carlo takes it out, he will feel the difference himself, because it doesn't hang around. All right,
No,
and all that we've done on it with our exclusive Simpson race manifold and our intake and the oil catch can, etc., baffled sump.
And the good thing about this new revised heat management, it's even easier to see the manifold there, guys.
It is, yeah.
So for me, it's a lot easier filming it.
Get a nice heat haze coming up from that. You can see that actually. But then there's a little bit of bluing going on there, that to me, just because I used the throttle on the way up.
Oh yes.
Unlike yourself.
Yeah.
So
I think I did use a
if we look at
throttle, didn't I?
yours, it's probably still
Oh, mine's probably still stone cold.
untarnished, isn't it? Let's just confirm that.
What's he on about here, viewers?
Yeah. See, look, there's no.
No, that's definitely been used, guys. Definitely. Yeah, it's well. You said there's a couple of flames popped out the back, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
So you know, must have.
It was good. Yeah. And hey,
Maybe my foot slipped. I don't know.
it's unfortunate I won't be able to see that on the way back because
Yeah.
we're in the car together.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
but as you can see, that under the bonnet of this gives Carlo some sort of ideas for the future with his, which is good.
we've been talking off camera. He's really
different setup here.
really
'cause
enthusiastic.
yeah, so here we're using the Mount Tune airbox, all right, for with the dual feed, as opposed to us averse, because Carlo's got the open filter. That's what you wanted.
Well,
to,
yeah,
to
it's a
utilise.
nice
You've done
setup.
that.
First
Yeah.
time I've seen it actually fitted,
Different,
so
isn't
it looks really nice in Carlo's.
So the other difference is you've got all the all our hoses on it, all the coolant ones ancillary. You've also had it's got meth in it, so this one runs the meth injection, so you can run 102 octane, which you sample on the way up, and
Yes,
it makes a bit of a difference to me,
A
doesn't it?
little bit of a difference, yes. Yeah, it's
That's it.
a kick up the you know what, guys.
That's right. So we've got the Pro Alloy uprated radiator, oil cooler, street kit, because you wanted to retain the aircon.
Yep.
All right, spout fan. We were
Yep.
just talking to Carlo about that, because it's a lot more room there now. All that clutter's gone. Quick spool up one, super quick, super quiet, and obviously more efficient than the OE one. But yeah, so that's we thought we would just do this while we're here. We've delivered the car
Well,
back.
it's a nice comparison. Two RT330 cars together, and obviously both got the manifold. A few little bits on.
Well, yeah, and
each
Carlo's
one.
got
Bit
the other
different.
thing which we forgot. So on the brake side of it, as we mentioned before, these have all been, I've sort of bedded them in now, so that we've had them skimmed, high spec, done that for us. Our good friends up in Dartford. We put DS2500 Ferrolo race pads in it, and so no more juddering. All right, so that's that sorted out. Carlo's got big plans for what he's going to do with this. There's no rear. It's got rear seat delete already, so proper man cave that he's got, and like all those petrolheads, he's going to be in there tinkering around, and I'm sure that he'll come up with some ideas and forward them on to us, and we'll implement them as well. Why not?
Yeah, well, it's, as I said on many videos, guys, it's always great to meet a new customer who's just as enthusiastic about their Fords as we are, and yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing this one. If it shows and things in 2020, it'd be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I mean, some viewers, some customers want to come on camera, others don't.
Others don't. That's
happy
fine.
to. He's happy to.
Oh, he's happy too. He's happy
So
too.
there he is. So
There he is.
New customer.
Nice to meet you.
That's it.
Really pleased so far. Looking forward to it.
Plenty of plans for your ST180, Carlo, wasn't
Martin, sorry, I don't want to upset you, but I think Carlo's outdoing you on the old beard side of things, isn't he?
That's properly trimmed, isn't it?
But he's better looking. So.
Well, I don't know that. If you said that to the missus, I think she would, I'd be a.
Moving swiftly on, guys.
Yeah, that's right,
But,
so, well, it's always great to that owners, customers want to come on camera. That's fantastic. We never force them to. It's just their choice. But I'm sure that we'll have another opportunity to speak to Carlo, and he'll be explaining what his plans are. I mean, I've got some suspension to go on it, which he's just showed me.
We've seen that.
Some nice B&C ones.
Absolutely. So probably be very interested in the big brake kit.
Yeah. So we just talked about that. He's already got the Revo stuff kit on the front, which we'll talk about that because. And then, as you can see, look, it's an ideal opportunity. We brought your car up to me, so that Carlo can get an idea of what what he can have, because he said red. Well, there it is. Look, they're in red, so it'll be identical to that. You might want a different disc finish, which is all about choices. So that's what you can have.
Yeah, well, as we said, the kit's fully customizable, so different options on that.
It's to customer specifications, as we've always said, isn't it? But great doing this because it's people enjoy this sort of thing, isn't it? It's we're out in the fantastic countryside.
Well, it's it's amazing. It's really really nice place.
Up in the Dorset area.
Up in Dorset,
Dorset area. And
well, when we were on the B roads, you would have seen it, guys. We went past the now entering Dorset sign, so I said, welcome, guys, to Dorset. So
nice place to be.
It is, yes, it is really nice.
So I think we can end it there. We'll end it with Carlo with us as well. So usual thing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
That's it.
Great job.
Thanks very much, Carlo, and looking forward to many more upgrades in the future. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So on that note, we'll say goodbye, and that's the usual thing. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button, comments down below. Check out all our social media as always, and anything we'll talk, because we're pointing at ST180 stroke ST200 owners. So anything that we can help you with, you've seen what we're a small part of what we do, then contact us and discuss your requirements as normal. And then Carlo will be giving us an update, another post update once he's done some miles in it. He's going to be tracking this as well, so we'll be interested in that, and if we can get there at any time with him, so we will, absolutely. So we're always interested in in keeping a tag on after service.
Absolutely.
Not just doing it, that's the easy part. Taking somebody's money, that's the easy part. More important to me is the after service and relationship afterwards. Really,
definitely.
really important. More so than taking the money off people. So that's what it's all about, isn't it? So there we are, Timmy. Anything to add on that?
No, I think you said it all there, Martin. As I said, I just said earlier, awesome to meet Carlo and see his setup here. Awesome car as well, and looking forward to seeing this one.
Gotta get some meth injection on it, didn't we?
Well, it would come highly recommended from me, guys. Really does make a difference on the car. But what a great base here for what Carlo wants to do with it. He's got big plans for this one, and we'll look forward to seeing what he does.
That's it. So
cheers,
guys.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.